to read to you something as we begin here this afternoon. And I read it to you not because it's not memorized. Rachel has probably memorized it. She's heard it so many times. But I read it to you so that it will be an object lesson that you can at some time use potentially. Should you think I'm walking away from what I'm just going to tell you now? Should you think that I'm growing a little bit weak on standing on the principles that I said I would? And I keep this brain on my hip, the BlackBerry, and in that keep a number of things, including this statement, position where I stand, and we'll want to make sure that you understand that that's where I stand, and we're going to continue on, good, bad, or indifferent. This is what I say. I'm Tim Walberg, and this is where I stand. I stand for our founding principles, principles that include belief in God, our Declaration of Independence, our Constitution, our Bill of Rights. I stand for freedom. Freedom to start a business, to choose your own doctor, what you drive, what you eat, to carry a gun, to teach and raise your own children. Not necessarily in that order, unless your children need a gun to help raise, I suppose. And I say that jokingly, Rachel, that's joking. And to live your own life. I stand for personal responsibility. Let's encourage common sense, good behavior, and let's discourage bad behavior. And finally, I stand for limited government, which includes limited regulation, limited spending, limited taxing, and limited borrowing. I stand for life and all the other American traditional values. You see, the fundamental, foundational difference in this race between Mark Schauer and myself, your present congressman, and me, is that where he puts his trust very clearly, and his record shows that, in big government, and in growing big government, I put my trust in the American people. We don't always make the right decisions, but generally we're also willing to go back and change those decisions and make it right in the long term. And I think that's the process that we're going through right now. With more people than I've ever seen in 13 campaigns that I've run, for State House Representative when I represented the district in the State House for 16 years, and on to Congress as I've run for Congress, been in Congress, no problem, keep Congress going. I've seen more people show interest either through the Tea Party movement, the 9/12 movement, various independent groups, Reagan Democrats that are resurrecting to the point, and they are taking interest because they feel that something's going away from them. I've heard the words scared and fear more than I've ever heard in any campaign series before. People that say I'm fearful of what I see going on with my government. I'm scared that I'm going to lose my job. I fear my kids won't have a job here in Michigan. And those words come over and over again. That shouldn't be part of America, should it? I think she agrees. This should be an America that's made up of opportunity, and we all believe that that's still there for us. Let me just tell you a little bit where the campaign is at, then I want to open it up for a free sharing of ideas, questions, comments that you might want to make. 6.5 weeks remain. At this point in time, all the polls are very clearly saying that I'm leading. I've been in the lead before, and I've lost. So things can happen in quick time. But right now, the approval rating of, or the re-elect rating for Mark Schauer is at 39%. The polling firm that showed that, the same polling firm that did the polling for Chris Christie when he ran against Governor John Corzine in New Jersey. John Corzine at this point in time was at 45%. Mark Schauer can't top 40%, he's at 39%. That says that there is a strong opportunity for the people in this district to speak and say, we want to send a true, proven conservative back to Washington. One who understands the Constitution, is willing to live within the confines of the Constitution. A very simple, elegant document, patterned after the elegance of our original plans for making laws. Simple, readable, not 2,700 pages of a healthcare takeover that my opponent supported said he read all of it, and said he wrote large sections of it, helped to write it.